Okay, as you've seen from the intro there, I am using the Ilfo Color Retro Edition. It is a literally just a disposable camera. This specific one was £12. I bought it from Aperture Printing here in London. You can pick them up pretty much anywhere. You get 27 photos. It's an ISO 400. It's a bit too dark today for this to be perfect conditions, but it's what I've got, and hopefully it'll go pretty well. So I'm going to start off here at Piccadilly. What about this shot over here of some people coming up the steps with the underground? Now, I don't know if I'm gonna have to put the flash on because it is a bit dark, but I obviously don't want to be that guy with a flash on in the middle of the day. Oh, I think I've got that one. Sweet. Now, it is set to infinity, the focus, so that means that most things are going to be shot in focus. I believe it's at, I'm not 100% sure. The guy did tell me, but I don't know what the f-stop is of it. It's a 35mm color film, process sequence, not sure. So for the next shot, I think I'm going to try a panning shot here. So I'm going to kind of pan with like a cyclist going through the frame, or a taxi or something. Again, gonna have to put it up to my eye to be able to get the shot, but cyclist? Yeah, we'll go cyclist. Cyclist behind the taxi. Just tracking that cyclist. There we go. Another one down. There we go, 23 photos to go. I'm enjoying this, this is fun. Okay, what about, because there's nothing I can do. Like once the shot is taken, that's kind of it, like it's done. What about some, maybe like a double exposure with this or something? That kind of works. I think maybe if I went down a little bit. It does, but it's not like the right one. Like I'll save that idea for another shot because that doesn't quite work with that. What I will say, this thing is impeccably light. I didn't realize how light it was going to be, but it's pretty sick. So I'm going to slowly walk towards Aperture Printing where I can get this developed. And fingers crossed, I'm so hoping they come out well, because if they do, I'm going to do another one of these. Every single city that I go to, I'm going to do one of these because I want to keep these. It's a nice memento. It's a physical memento of what I've done. And I think, although you get that with digital, it's just not the same vibe. So I've always liked this street. So I think just further down, I should be able to go. Yeah, I'll probably be able to get this shot here. Maybe we can even get a reflection shot. Yeah, I like this shot. So I'm just going to wait for somebody to walk into the frame. Let me go back a little bit. Nice. Okay, going to move into Chinatown. I've got 22 shots left. Got to make them count. Now, I'm not feeling going over to Tower Bridge because personally, I'm not a massive fan of it. I love this area. There's always different characters and different things going on. And I think that's one of the reasons I've always loved this area in London. And a lot of my videos I've shot here, and yeah, there's just something really cool about it. What about this photo dude? He loved it. He had like all of his camera gear on. It looked really cool with the background. Oh, it's so good to be out, just so good to be shooting. And I'm excited to see what the color looks like on these, because obviously it's like a retro color, so I don't really know how it's gonna look. There's always a nice shot here with the corner, which I think I might get. I go back a bit because it is quite a tight fit. There's lots going on there. Nice. Oh, do you know what? If this is all photography was, I'd love it. Honestly, it's great because you don't have to think about anything. You're just pointing and shooting, winding on to the next one. Point, shoot, wind on to the next one. It's just nice. Okay, for the next shot, I don't know, I've just seen this gold thing. I don't know if I can make it work somehow. Maybe add it into the foreground. I'm just gonna wait for, there's like bunch of people taking some photos. I'm going to wait for those people to move, and then I'm going to get a shot with this. Maybe I can get one here. That'd be quite a cool shot. This dude with his little trolley. Does that work? And it does. And the other thing as well that I like about this kind of style of photography is it's not intimidating at all. What I mean by that is when I'm out shooting with my Sony a7 IV or a Canon or a Nikon or a mirrorless or DSLR or anything like that, it's a little bit intimidating when people look at you taking a photo. Not intimidating for me essentially, but intimidating for the person having their photo taken, because it looks professional. It looks intimidating, whereas this is just like some tourist with his little camera and they don't really care about it. They're just like, oh, okay, I'm in his shot, it doesn't really matter. Does that make sense? I think it does. Anyone that takes street photography will understand what I mean. And I think there's a beauty in that, being able to be so like incognito almost with your little tiny little point and shoot thing. So I urge you, go and try it. Ilford, maybe you want to sponsor another video or sponsor one in each city that I travel to, because I haven't seen them yet. You guys have, obviously, on the screen, but I think they're going to look sick. I genuinely think they're going to look awesome. So just got just a quick shot of that dude walking through the frame because he just looked pretty cool. Shot here, gotta wait for someone to walk through the frame. Nice. On to the next one. Okay, I quite like this bike here. I think I might try and get a shot with this because it'd be quite cool with that street in the background. And maybe if there was someone crossing the street as well, it would look quite cool. I'm just gonna wait for someone to cross the street, kind of on the right hand side. Dude with the dog. Done. Okay. Oh, we are flying through these. Quite a cool shot here with Bar Italia, police outside. It's quite a cool shot. Cool. So one of my favourite places actually in London is Seven Dials. So I'm going to head up there now and get a shot up in Seven Dials, and then hopefully get some stuff along the way as well. Fingers crossed. Cool little shot here. It's so like easy. You don't have to think about settings. You don't have to think about anything. It's great. Like I'm genuinely in love with shooting with this camera. So there's a little kind of walkway here that I quite like getting, so I'm going to get a shot here, maybe facing down that way. How many are we on? We've got 12 left, 12 to go. Do you know what? I've flown through those. I'm quite close as well to aperture printing. There's like two workers down. There's a storm here. There's like two workers down here sat having a coffee on the benches, which I think would be quite a cool shot. I mean, it's quite obvious what I'm doing, but it's quite cool. So we'll get the shot. The architecture around here is pretty cool. It's kind of like a mix of the old and the new, which is pretty sick. Which made that what made that photo even more funny was the fact that I walked into a dead end, so I couldn't even like just walk past. It was funny. Maybe we can get a shot of the front of the bus, the driver. Cool little shot. So there's a shot down here that I've got before with my Sony, with this bus stop, because there's kind of like a double exposure and it's kind of like a neon light. I don't know how this is going to cope with that lighting because it's going to be quite dark, but we'll try it. We'll see how it looks, and we'll go from there. So it's kind of this lighting here, but the thing is, normally that's normally like a pinky color, so I don't know if it's going to look any good, but we can kind of try it. We'll wait for someone to walk through the frame and just see if we can get maybe something in the background as well as a double exposure. Yeah, I got the bus as well, which, well, either it's worked or it hasn't. You can let me know. I'm at Tottenham Court Road. I'm going to end up making my way to 7 Dials now, but let's get this shot here. Wait for someone to walk in the frame. Bit too busy. Wait for people to walk through the frame. Come on, walk through the frame. Thank you. Nice. Okay, right. We'll head down to 7 Dials now, and probably we'll finish this off around 7 Dials, or on the way to anyway. I could probably use this. This is like a kind of natural, not natural, it's not made, but maybe use it as a frame. Pretty sick. I think if I can get somebody, like one single subject kind of like in the middle, I think it'll look pretty sick. That'll do. We'll use it. We'll use it. Okay, right, I'm going to push down this way and kind of just see what's about. Are they going to be bangers? Are they not? Are they going to be shit? I mean, this whole roll could be shit. To be honest, even if the whole thing is terrible, I'm still going to post it because it's funny. Maybe do this one. I'll do. It's quite a cool shot. What can we get along here? I kind of want to do another double exposure. What about this reflection there? Could maybe shoot through this. It's quite cool. Nice. I think I've got one left. One frame left. Who's going to be my last frame? It's so different because, like, when you're shooting on digital, you kind of have like, you kind of just choose to finish. Whereas with this, it's like you got to make sure like the last one is worth it almost, because it's like not the pinnacle, but it's like the final shot. I almost want to just intentionally ruin the shot. Just so, oh, that would have been quite cool. Maybe here, as he goes through this frame, that'd be quite cool actually. Oh, actually, I think you'll agree there's something nostalgic about disposable cameras, and I generally mean what I said in the video. I'm going to be taking one of those to every new city that I go to. So when I eventually move over to Australia, I'll be doing a POV there with that. And the best bit is I've got these, which are a physical memento of that day. And there's only these that are like, it's physical, and I think that's what I really like. Now, I've been looking at NFTs and NFT projects, and Instagram are progressing into the NFT world, and I'll talk about this in another video coming up soon. But what I'm intending to do is make a lot of my content as NFT content, and on top of that, you'll get physical assets along with that, but that's going to be an entire different video. But if you're excited about that, drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the NFT world in general. Now, before we do jump into the hashtag OpticalWander, if you're new here, I use the hashtag OpticalWander over on Instagram, where you guys can show me the content that you're creating, and in turn I get to show it on this channel, and we get to inspire one another. Okay, we're going to throw a screen record on. We're on the most recent, so we're going to do a refresh so we get any new ones that come up. I like the vibe on this one. It's very blue. You got the yellow with the telephone, which is really nice, and it's I generally like it. So going down, we'll do a couple. We'll go with this one here, which is that a double exposure? That's really cool. What's happened there? Have they moved out of frame or something? It's a very interesting photo. I like it a lot. This one here, which is very minimalist, but wow, what a great set. This is sick. Oh, I really like how this is displayed. It's really immersive. 10 out of 10. Okay, next one we'll go with... Oh, there's so many good ones. It's so difficult to choose. I like the colors on this one, and I like the, obviously they're cooking something and it's bringing up steam and smoke, and it's with the lights and everything, it's such a vibe. And we'll go with this one here. Love that shot in the Netherlands. I've never actually been to the Netherlands, but it's on the list of countries to eventually get to. And we'll do one more. We'll do a little scroll actually, and we'll pick one from this page here. And I think we'll go with this one. I like the edit. I like the vibe and the colors and everything, and the very harsh highlights. I quite like that. If you do want to get featured, obviously use the hashtag OpticalWander over on Instagram and come and say hello as well. If you're not following me over on Instagram, head over there and come and say hello. With all that being said, create more, stress less, go and have fun, and go and buy a disposable camera. I'll link it below, and it's fun. It's great, and I'm going to be doing more of them. So enjoy. Cat, your claws are sharp. Look at that. Ow. Ow.